Let's check in with Neda now in the forecast.
Well, this is not so brutal. We have a beautiful live shot. This is our photographer, Brian. Let's see what he has in store for us now. He's in Lafayette, pointed towards Mount Diablo, as you see off in the distance, a big old hill right there. Definitely looking at cloud coverage out there, but also that yellow glow, a sign that parts of the East Bay are still clear. But yes, some of the clouds are working their way all the way from the coast to Lafayette, to Walnut Creek this morning. Here's a look at Sutro Tower camera, and you can see the movement of those clouds. The sun, of course, shining above it. So a lot of folks not able to see that sunrise unless you are watching us. Here's a look at your headlines. We do have clouds by the coast. It's going to be hot and smoky inland yet again near those fires. And then the weekend, we have a cool down across Northern California, a long-awaited, much-needed cool down. Here's a look from our KPIX 5 roof camera where the clouds are starting to go a little bit higher and higher. So not quite covering the tops of the Bay Bridge, but the Golden Gate Bridge, yes, it is covering that one. Here's a look at temperatures. 52 in San Francisco, 62 in San Jose. Santa Rosa 50 degrees. So chilly start to the day, a little moisture in the air as well. You may have to use your windshield wiper here and there. Some of the roads across the coastline have been a little damp this morning. West-northwest winds at Half Moon Bay at 11. Downtown San Francisco also 11-mile-per-hour winds. Pretty calm in Novato and San Rafael, although parts of Marin, you may notice some of the areas gusty. And east of Napa, also a little gusty throughout those hills. Visibility-wise, let's check in. How are things at Half Moon Bay? It has been very poor visibility all morning long. Now less than 2 miles. Oakland Airport, it is dipping down to 7 miles. Petaluma improving a little bit over the past 30 minutes, but Santa Rosa, you're still at less than a mile visibility. Overall, for the Northern California area, we're looking at high clouds coming in from the south. So that's part of the monsoonal moisture, that ridge of high pressure bringing on that heat. It actually is bringing in a line of cloud coverage out there. So that's part of what you may be noticing in the South Bay, also parts of the East Bay as it lifts from the south to the north, but mainly right along the coastline. All of that's coming in right off the ocean. Overall, this ridge of high pressure is still right there over Southern California and Arizona, which is why today not quite getting a cool down. Temperatures will be a little bit lower than yesterday. 82 in Sunnyvale, 81 in Santa Clara. That's pretty comfortable, but 90 again in Morgan Hill. Also in the 90s for Brentwood. Walnut Creek 88 today, Pleasant Hill 88, Vallejo 81. That west wind is helping keep these numbers pretty low. In the 60s for Sausalito, Berkeley, Alameda, San Francisco yesterday was only 61 degrees again. Most likely going to hit that today as well. So that's below average, but up here definitely above average in the mid-90s where the Mendocino County fires are burning. The good news is this ridge of high pressure is going to move on a little bit more to the east, and as it does that, that's when our temperatures will drop a bit. So you can definitely tell that in the 7-day forecast. For inland communities, that's where you'll really notice the change. From the 90s to the 80s we go, but it's going to be a short one. By Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, our temperatures rise back up again, and that's your forecast.